Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house. Hope everyone is doing well. Starting a little earlier today, just because feel like it. So there we go. I hope you guys get out there and spread the word. There's the link to the show. Just smash it out on X. That's the way it should be, I guess. You might hear a little bit of noise in the background. Got a bit of work going on at the house. So just the way it goes. Let's see. Let's get straight into it. We've got lots to talk about today. So let's jump into the stock market results for Thursday. Thursday it is. We got Blair in nice and early. Hey Blair, good to see you. Woo! Now let's go. And let's jump straight into the news today. We've got we got the S&P 500 hits fresh record close on stronger economic growth, so that's kind of cool. Onwards and upwards. We've got Dow Jones up 71 points to 45,636. S&P 500 up 20 points to 6,500. And we've got the Nasdaq there up 115 points to 21,700. So just keep on busting out records. As you can see, it's just up and away on the old chart there. It's just up and away. So it's pretty awesome. So let's have a quick look at some of the cool stuff there. Obviously, we had good results from NVIDIA. And also the other thing was GDP, right? GDP there up by 3.3%. Can you believe it? 3.3%. So pretty cool. Stocks rallied on the positive second quarter earnings season and increasing bets that September interest rate cuts would occur for the Federal Reserve. So it's good for crypto, right? This rally was seen cooling through late August. And yeah, expectations Fed rate cut have risen. Risks are more in balance. We are going to have to see how the data play out. That's pretty much it. So yeah, U.S. economy growing by 3.3%. The initial estimate had suggested the U.S. would grow by 3% after contracting 0.5% in the first quarter. Remember, if you get two contractions in a row, that's 6 months. That's typically what they call a technical recession. But no, we're gone from contracting 0.5% to now we've got a really good quarter of 3%. And then we've got an annual rate of 3.3, so it's really, really good there. Now, we do have the PCE price data coming out on Friday. This is the main gauge for the Fed Reserve, so we're going to keep a lookout for that, right? So that is coming out Friday, so we'll be able to talk about that tomorrow. Let's have a look at the results here for the Fed Rate Monitor. And let's see what it is. 2 weeks and 5 days and 18 hours to go. We've got 83% of the market expecting a 25 basis point cut in September. So that is the mark right now. So let's see where we go from here. We got Arthur in the house there. G'day from Bris Vegas, Super man. Hey, big shout out to you there, Arthur. Yeah, Bris Vegas. Pretty fun place, I guess. We got Sean O'Malley in the house as well. Morning all. Good to see you, Sean. Big shout out. And we got Maxi Cabby as well. So good to see Max Cabby in the house. And don't forget to repost on X if you can. That'd be great. All right. So that is where the stock market is right now. And yeah, heading in the right. Excuse me, heading in the right direction. So let's jump over to the crypto. I guess the crypto markets. I think we have another comment coming in here. We've got Sean says, ETH closed to liquidity squeeze to the upside there. That's from Sean. But let's get into the crypto markets and see how we're faring overall. So crypto right now, we've got, actually, let's go full screen, shall we? Full screen on the old crypto. And we can see that the market cap is 3.974 trillion. We're up 0.9%, so almost 1% up today. We've got 18,446 coins. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin 112,400. Up 1%. Ethereum at 4,500. Down 0.4%. We've got XRP at number 3. Down 0.3% at $2.97. We've got BNB at number 5, up 1.9%, so that's nice. And Solana continuing its little run, up 4.8% at $214. We got Dogecoin number 9 up 1.9%, and Tron and number 10 is down 0.4% at 34.5 cents. So those are our top 10. Best performer is Solana up 4.8%, but BNB having a pretty good day as well. Last week, best performer is Solana up 18.8%, followed pretty closely by Ethereum up 6.1% there. Pretty closely. It's pretty big gap, but you know what I mean. Number 2 there. Top 100s, we've got Kronos. Man, look at that thing go. Sitting at number 21 now in the market ranking. But best performer of the last week, 132%, and is up almost 31% today. So what a great result that for Kronos. We've got BNB Soul there at number 2. Sitting at 58, ranked 58, but is the second best performer of the week, 19%. Solana sitting at number 6, up 18, almost 9% for the week. And we've got Jitto Soul there, up 18% at number 4. And then good old Hyperliquid there, up 12% for the week at number 16 right now. So that's kind of our top 5 in the top 100. Looking at top 1,000, we got Pyth Network, Launchcoin on Believe, and Hey Anon there, trending in the top 1,000. Trending overall, we got Pyth Network, Kronos, and Chainlink at the moment. So Pyth Network up 84%, not bad. Might have a quick look at the Pyth Network one. That is doing pretty well on Solana and is ranked number 106. So it's not quite in the top 100, and has been around since when? November 23, and is having a bit of a spike off the bottom from the looks of it, 11 cents to 21 cents right now. So that is the Pyth Network. So that's pretty much it, crypto overall. Now I wanted to bring up the strategic ETH reserve, so let's do that in case we've had any new listings there. Let's have a look here. So yeah, Bitmine immersion there, 28. So we've got another Bitmine immersion there, another 79,000 Ethereum added to their portfolio. So pretty impressive. That's the latest addition. So now Bitmine immersion is sitting at 1.8 million Ethereum. That is their holdings over 8 billion, almost $8.1 billion worth. And they are now at 30% of their 5% ETH target. So they're doing very well. They must be very happy about the progress, and especially with the price of Ethereum at 4,500. So, it just goes to show they are doing very well. So they will be grinning from ear to ear, no doubt, getting their 5% at a relatively low price. That is their target, right? The cheaper they can get it, the better. The MNAV currently is showing as 1.14. That's the premium as well. So, yep. What do we got there? Sharplink there, gaming, sitting at number 2, just under 800,000, and Ether Machine at 345. Those are the current standings, obviously with Ethereum and PulseChain sacrifice following thereafter. Pretty cool. Well, we have some pretty big, ambitious targets here. And I haven't seen the verification for them, but we've got Ether Machine and Nexus there looking at 10%. Now, we know that Nexus is definitely doing big capital raise, 5 billion capital raise. I know Bitmine immersion did 20 billion capital raise. And I suggest to you, once they reach their targets, I don't know if Bitmine immersion will go past the 5%. You don't really want to go past, 1 in 20 rule. But some of these others are looking to go, to 10%. That's 1 in 10. So, the price of ETH is just going to be crazy, guys. Crazy. So that's kind of where we are right now. That's pretty much, we've got 71 organizations there. So yeah, Bitmine immersion is the latest one there to pick up another 80,000. Look at that. That is their chart. Isn't that crazy? Wow. So quick. July the 13th all the way to June the 28th. So, what's that? 6 months? 6 weeks, I should say. 6 weeks. And now they're holding 1.5% of all ETH supply in 6 weeks. So if you don't think it's happening fast, it's happening very fast, guys. Very fast indeed. It is pretty crazy. We've got Groove Meta in house there. Let's go. Welcome, Groove Meta. We've got Hedgehog as well. Woo, getting excited about that. Yeah, pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. We've also seen some large Bitcoin sellers also selling into Ethereum also. So we've seen a bit of that trend. We've got Brian in the house there. Big shout out to Brian, one of our community moderators, and of course, former community leader in the house. Big shout out there, Brian. So yeah, and happy birthday, Brian. Happy birthday, happy birthday. That's one we could say. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if I've got my magical twinkle, have I? Yeah. Let's see what else we can get for Brian. we find for Brian? That's all for Brian. Let's see. Let's see if we can find this for Brian. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works, Brian. Don't know if it's going to be working, but we'll try. Let's see here. Bam, delete. All right, let's go. Happy birthday. Whoa. What happened? Nothing. I don't know what happened that second time. Let's go. Let's try one more time. 2 fireworks for Brian. 2. There we go. Very cool. There we go. Happy birthday. 2 thumbs up. How about that? And a beer. And a chin chin beer. All right. Brian knows what I'm talking about. All right. So that is kind of cool. That is where we are right now on that. So, yeah, let's get on. We've got some news, though. Kraken there is honoured to be selected as the trusted partner for the Commerce Department, I guess, in the United States, U.S. Commerce Department, and that's led by Lutnick, remember, the always the happy guy, to purchase the necessary crypto assets to carry out the initiative of disseminating the US GDP data, which obviously came out today, across major blockchains, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, Stellar, Polygon, and Tron. Well, Kraken should be adding PulseChain to that, right? Secretary Lutnick and the PROTUS, or the president, continue to show unmatched support for technology and commitment to the US leadership and innovation. Crypto brings unparalleled transparency and efficiency to government data. So that was kind of a cool little thing. So I thought I'd pull that out today. That is Kraken, which is one of the better centralized exchanges. Although, of course, we love DeFi, right? We love DeFi. 55. Am I now a senior? Not yet. I think you'd have to be about 65, maybe, Brian. 65. I think it's 65, dude. I think that's kind of the mark. I think you're still fine if you're 60. That's a 65 there. Hey, look, aging beautifully is one of the things that all humans have to do. That's just the way it goes. I say that, but of course, no one wants to get older. That's the truth. Eddie PulseChain House there. PulseChain marketing will be timed perfectly for the altcoin season. Woohoo, says Eddie. Absolutely. And we got a big 5 gifts from Brian. Hey, big shout out to Brian. Thank you very much for supporting the channel as always. Of course, one of our Genesis members, right, is Brian. And John Gibbons got a membership. So congratulations to you. Richie Robinson got one as well. Congrats to you. We got Trezo also received one. Welcome. And of course, Josh also got one. A nice one, Ross. And Louise Angel got one too as well. So congratulations to all 5 of you for those free memberships gifted from Brian. It's birthday time. My sister said I was pissed, kind of, sort of. No. You're fine. You're fine, Brian. You're fine. You got another good 10 years, Brian. There we go. Come back to me in 10 years' time. No, 10 years. All right, so that's kind of the mark there. All right, so that is good old Kraken. That's going to lead us, I guess, into PulseChain news. Shall we talk about that? Let's get into that. Now, what's the title of the video today? I think I had the title of the video, PulseChain marketing starts. So I guess we should talk about some marketing. Shall we do that? Let's do that before we get into the markets. Let's talk about PulseChain marketing first. Now, I'm not going to play the video, but we're going to talk about the marketing. And bam. Right, let me, where are we going? We'll do, boss. We'll do. Nice one, Brian. I like it. All right, so let's get into the marketing side of it. So PulseChain marketing starting in September. And how do we know that? Well, because at the moment, Griffin, which is this company here, Griffin, they have set up a non-profit, a 401c, United States, and they've received the first container of electronic devices with LCDs in them, and of course that is part of Richard Hart's marketing for PulseChain. And as you guys know, I played a video yesterday on the live show, just showcasing Richard Hart's video at the beginning of the year, where he said all we need on PulseChain now is marketing. And of course he's done a lot of other things, though, as we can see since that time, setting PulseChain up for the bull market, right? So we know he's been doing a whole range of things, and I covered that 2 days ago, I think, in my presentation. So it's pretty huge. So we've got marketing starting. And he said that's all really need. And so it looks like we're starting in September. And so the 200,000 devices is just the first shipment of many, not just to the United States, but going to other countries around the world. Has landed in the United States and is currently at a printing place getting printing and at a warehouse. So it's basically at a warehouse getting printing, and is but needs to be transported. So once all the printing labels have been done, which Richard Hart let us know, then Griffin's looking after that. Then it will then have to be distributed, or at least transported to the post office, basically the distribution service, to be distributed. So all those labels got addresses on it, no doubt, and get distributed to, I guess, high valued people, probably. So yeah, this is pretty exciting. So Hunter Bello here is a member of the community. He owns some vans and stuff like that from the looks of it, and he is going to be delivering his van so they can do a delivery from the warehouse to the I guess the mail delivery service, and get all the marketing things out for September. So he is going to be doing that. So big shout out to Hunter Bello for doing that. And so that's the 1st of September. He's going to, or 31st of August, I should say, he's going to be delivering that. So he's just done a little video, which he doesn't normally do, and he's got a little video here playing out. And I'm going to play the whole video, but you can see the video here of him talking about the van and his delivery there. So you can see that's the van that we're going to be, seeing inside the van. That's going to be delivering all the electronic devices to the mail room. It's 200,000 devices, so I don't know how many shipments he's going to have to do, but it's going to be a few. But that is the van's going to be kitted out, of course, a little bit differently for the delivery. So that's that's normal state for normal work, and so on. So that is kind of cool, and you can sort of see it's Cornerstone Construction, so part of his construction company there. Already had almost 10,000 views on that. I'm going to post a link to that video. I'm not going to, I tried to download it, but I can't download it, so we're just going to leave it there. I'm not sure if I can actually add it in, and if I can play the video through the thing. I always never work out how to swap these videos out, unfortunately. So we might have to cannot to switch landscape portrait mode. No. So that is pretty much it. Share media. I'm not sure if I can even share media there, actually. Let's see if I can share any media. No, I can't share media. So that is the video, and basically just goes him through talking about he's going to be delivering it on basically the 31st. So that van to the warehouse to get the stables, to get the electronic devices. So that's pretty much it. But you can definitely watch the video yourself. That is the link to it on X. So a big shout out to Hunter Bello for that. So that is pretty much it on that one. And of course, Griffin is the non-profit that's doing all the labels, everything else like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that was their last update on the labels for those devices. So not bad. Kind of cool. So I think that was it on that one. So yeah, and of course Richard Hart talked about that earlier, right? Talked about that earlier. So yeah, please read non-profit USPS guidelines. So that is pretty much that. So let's get into the market results. So we've got PulseChain right now, day 839, I should say. And we've got Pulse price at 0.428. We're actually up today, which is nice to see, a little rebound from the Better Bank exploit, up 3%. PulseX at the moment, 0.0314, up 4%. Buy and burn sitting at 7.68%. We've got INC token, $1.52, up 1.1%, or down 1.1% at the moment, so I should say. And we've got the Hex on PulseChain at 9/10 of a penny, up 2.7%. And EHEX there sitting at 0.17 of a penny. Buy price of EHEX and PX sitting at 1.08 cents right now. That is where we are on the old Richard Hart cores, as we call them. Gas prices, 750,000 beats there. 1% for a PulseX swap, so pretty cheap to do business on PulseChain. Validators, 52,348. Looks like that's up about 20 or something like that on that number. And Bridge at the moment is sitting at $108.8 million. So we haven't quite recovered from the other day, but we're not too far below. So that is where we are right now on the old stables. That gets us into PulseChain, I think. So PulseChain right now, $25 million volume. Yesterday we were doing about 39 million, if you guys remember. So we're at 25 million today. Top performers. Now, I'm not endorsing any of these particular coins because obviously we get new ones popping up from pump tires and other things like that. But we're going to go through what the best performer is here on Deck Screener with the 24-hour filter on. So we've got Token Trader, been around for 3 days. It's currently up 800%. We've got Zazu there. It's got a little bit of paid support with the electricity. Been around for 5 days. That's up 60% there. XRP Pump Tires is up 40%. ZK Pulse, which we've got a new Tornado Cash Fork, right? That is been around for 8 days, up 30%. Let me know if you guys have used a ZK Pulse at all for privacy transfers. We've got Solana Pump Tires up 26%, so we've got a bit of pump tires domination as always. Liberty, been around for 3 months, up 21%. Vouch, which only launched recently, that's up 17% with the old liquid staking, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. And we've got Doge there, been around for 6 months, up 16%. And we're going to talk about Unity, right? So Unity is at $16.23. We're going to talk about that separately, since that's in the title of the video, right? Unity pumps all-time high, so we're going to check that out. That's from Cryptographics. We got Hex Pump Tires there, 6 months, about up 10%. So we got 10 coins, essentially around 10% or more up today. So not huge numbers, but it is what it is. A bit of a recovery, nevertheless, after the Better Bank issue. Petius there, up 9.5%. UFO from P2C, up 9% as well. P Diehard there from PDI. 6%. Now, PDI, obviously, there's a big community that's around PDI, but of course, it's caused multiple rugs and exploits on the chain, and we've seen multiple money go out from that. So you can decide whether you really like PDI or not, but it's certainly caused a lot of opportunity for those that buy the dip, but pretty much carnage for leakaging out of the chain itself, which is a global negative. There's no positive story in that. So just take note of that. And every time that it gets rugged or sold down, that's capital that's taken out of the PDI system, and of course it needs new capital to go into it. So every time it repumps back, it's a sort of a rinse and repeat. So you can decide what you think about all that. We've got Hidden Vault there right now, up 4%. We got PulseX right now, up 3.8%. We got Peppy in the mix there, number 16, up 3.8% as well. We've got some of the OG web chefs there. Remember is up 3.3% there. Apex, so one of Haunted tokens there, is up 3%. Lady Gaga, been around for over a year. That's up 3%. And then Most Wanted as well, been around for 6 months. Pump Tires there, 2.8%. We've got RS Overload, up 2.7%. Secret Conspiracy, up 2.3%. And then we've got X Game, which we're looking forward to, right? X Game and Solid X to launch probably mid-September, mid-September, second half of September. They do have their game license now, so that is huge. That's currently sitting at 0.3 of a penny, so nice little right for a pickup there. Obviously, decide what you're going to do yourself, but there we are, up 2.25%. Then we got Hex sitting at the moment, 0.9 of a penny on PulseChain, and then Liquid Loans as well, number 27. So that gets us to number 30, and that is Your Mum, at 1.9%. What's it? The Elon Musk one, Your Mum. And then we get into number 32. We got Teddy Takeover, and of course we know that Ian Heinisch and Moon King typically support this one. That's at 1.7%. And then we got Solid X. So we talked about X Game up at number 25 here. We also got Solid X at the moment. Quite really friendly entry, actually. $9.16 friendly entry for that. And of course, we're expecting staking to come up as well very, very soon. Randy Alaski did a nice little video, I think it was yesterday, with some nice little Solid X giveaways. So that was really nice of Randy again. And him and Firewell, going to have a good time with the launch of Solid X as well. And so yeah, that's coming up, $9.16. Now, that is probably looking for a pretty good pickup there. What else we got there? Number 34 is X. That's at 20 cents right now, up 1.6%. PTC De Grays sitting at 0.0004600, up 1.5%. Let's have a quick look at PTC De Grays because that had a big sell-off after the big pump. Yeah, look at that. This is the weekly chart, so I have a big pump there for 5 weeks in a row. Got up to 8,300 and then got sold all the way back down to where it is now, 4,600. But of course, Pulse was down too, right? So let's have a look at this one here's related to Hex, but you can see it's 0.05 Hex or 1 in 20. So that is where we are right now on the old PC De Grays. So probably a nice little pickup on the old PC De Grays as well. Obviously, do your own due diligence, but that is the mark right now, 4,500. Pretty good entry in my view. We got Rhinify there sitting at number 50. That's a big shout out to the Rhinify team with their unique charging cycle, right? They have a unique charging cycle, currently sitting at 0.0007900, let's say, 0.1. But of course, it probably pulled back down with the old PulseChain sell off there. So let's have a look at the daily on the old chart. So still sitting at about 18.4 pulse per one rhino there. So chart is still looking pretty good. They also deferred slightly their charging cycle to preserve the pulse. So it's probably pushed it further down, a little bit further down the track. Modify it looking good there. Number 52, we've got Doubt Token, slightly green, 9mm, slightly green. Hex A there from Pulse Liam Farm. It's one of the reward tokens. Slightly green there, just over zero, basically. What else? We've got the 9-inch. So we've got the two dexes here, 9mm and 9-inch. What have we seen recently? Of course, we've seen Internet Money or Time token performing very well, one of the best performing charts on PulseChain. And so, we probably should reasonably expect these dexes to re-rate once PulseChain really starts taking off. Maybe post-September, once the marketing really starts kicking in. We'll keep a lookout for that. We've got Source Minimum there, 44.3 cents right now, up slightly. And BBC token, which is the incentive token for 9-inch, green. So we've got 57 coins are green right now. The rest of them are not green. So there's all these rest of them down the bottom here, including many of the favorite meme coins like Bria, Pump Tires, Peacock, Teddy Bear. So many of these are not green right now. So meme coins, Pump Tires in favor. Some of the big meme coins not so much in favor right now. And that's kind of where we are. Who else we got jumping in here? We got Tin Top in the house there. What's up, Hexkins? Good to see Tin Top as always. Got the old fist pump there from Brian. Tin Top's a little bit teasing here. Now that you're a senior, have you considered launching ARPcoin? I think at least 10 memes off the top of my head. We got Living My Best Life. Good evening from America. Good evening to you. Hey, look, America's back on the rise again. Long time coming, and all it took was Donald Trump to do it. I'm really liking what I'm seeing coming out of the United States here. All right, so that's kind of where we are right now. So let's get into the price of Unity. So that's part of the title of the video. And let me see how far through we are. 27 minutes on the hour. So we're doing super fast today, aren't we? It's almost the time that I would normally start to show. So there we go. This is the price here on the hourly for Unity. And, after the PulseChain scare with Betterbank, that's this red candle, and then, we've been on the comeback. And it's almost back to where it started. So it was, what price was it here? $16.63, and we're at $16.23 there. So heading back in the right direction there. Had a couple of decent little buys in here, two little buys, and that is the hourly chart. But let's go to the daily. And as you guys know, we're tracking up there. So that's the daily there, starting to look pretty good. There's not a lot of supply coming out, right, for at least maybe another 15, 20 days. So not expecting too much stuff happening here. But let's have a look at the ratio to PulseX and have a look at that. So that's the ratio to PulseX. Look at that. New all-time high. Look at that. Just while we're talking about it, 521,000 PulseX per one Unity. 500. It's over 500,000 PulseX per one Unity right now. Isn't that crazy? The top of your tin top head, says Brian. That's funny. Got to head out, boss, says Brian. See you. See you, Brian. Take care. And don't forget to have a chin chin on me. A chin chin. All right. Happy birthday again, Brian. All right. So, there we go. Over 500,000 is where we are at the moment. PulseX per Unity. Let's have a look at the chart itself. And so the stats, I should say. And we can see that at the moment the ROI is 21,500%, and the daily is 244%. So it's still looking fantastic. And how could it not be with all-time highs like this? The staking at the moment, 4,070% on the daily. That is 46% per day. So the daily is you stake Unity, right? Creating you put in Pulse or PulseX. It's basically the difference. The burn, of course, of all the value that goes in there gets captured in the buy burn. And at the moment, we've got $407,000 or more in the buy burn. We got what's it, 283,000, I think it is, in the buy and build. That builds up liquidity. And then we've got the fractal as well with another, what's it, $195,000. So looking pretty good. It's the old buy and burn. I call these, if you add them all up, they're kind of the treasury of the protocol. The stats at the moment, $1.6 million in the daily reward pool. We're on day 11 now, and there's 99,200 Unity tokens available in the reward pool. And interesting enough, the liquid amount is down to 770, which is pretty crazy. As we like to say in the street, crazy. Cray. Is it cray? Yeah, cray. 8.8%. Got to be hip to be square, they say. The total supply is down dramatically, 17,500. So that's dropped a big time from yesterday. I think we were at 18,200 or something yesterday, weren't we? So that's dropped in dramatically. The burn is at 2,500. Pretty awesome. And the state Unity at 660,200. So that's where we are. Total shares 1.82 billion, and the PulseX bought and burned is 1.5 billion, which is pretty awesome. So 1.5 billion there. All right, let's have a look at the profile here. We're going to go to log, and you can see that we haven't really got much supply out. So what day are we on? What did we say? Day 11? Is that what we said? No, day 10. Day 10. No, day 11. So we've had 10 full days, and we're on day 11. So let me get into where day 11 is. So day 11, we're not expecting much at all coming out. Like 9, we've got 8 tokens coming out. We've got 2 tokens tomorrow. We've got 1. There's nothing coming out, guys. So all I can see is the price going up, generally speaking. What else we got going? Day 14, 43, nothing. 27, 15, nothing coming out. Look at these days, nothing. First day, we get 46. Day 19, still nothing. Any of these 100 days are really non-events. So, yeah, all the way to day 22. So, day 22, we've got basically nothing coming out. And we're on day 11. So, we've got basically another double the amount of time. So at least for the next 11 days, nothing happening. And of course, the buy and burns can operating, staking, all happen, stuff like that. Then we jump up day 23. That's our first big day. This is when we might see some, potential corrections in the chart. We might see some staking though too, right? So who knows? We'll see. But generally, that's when we're getting some supply. So day 23 is when it's all going to start hitting. We got a decent day there on day 29 and day 31. That probably impact the chart too. And then, but really, it's day 23, and then the second wave is day 34, and we've got 14,000 coming out. So that's definitely going to hit the chart there, and then onwards and upwards after that. So, to get to day 34, that's another 23 days. 23 days. So yeah, another 20 days to go. Really, probably before we start getting impacted. By some of these charts, perhaps. So there we are, 15 to 20 days, let's say. Let's give that round off. So that's where we are right now on the old Taurus. We've had over $1 million in deposits based on current Pulse and PulseX prices, which is pretty awesome. And that's inside, pretty much just over 10 days, which is kind of cool. So Taurus there looking pretty good. Now, if you haven't checked out Taurus, I'll post the link to the chat there if you want to see it. But that is Taurus right now. Let's see who else. We've got Fat Sammy in the house. Hey, hi all. Good to see you, Fat Sammy. And Fat Sammy says that Vox Finance has launched single-side staking for PulseX and INC, and INC Hex Farms coming soon, and PLS. So shill over. So there we go. That's from Vox Finance, Vox Farms. So they've got single-side. That's really great news. So we're loving seeing these products come to market, offering some people some really good ways of earning DeFi income or passive income there. We got Harry Williams in the house as well. I'm not sure how you got those magical fishes in there, but what's up, everybody? Ready for PulseChain to get going? Absolutely. Which is kind of a bit of the talk of the video today, right? Is that marketing is really looking to start in September. So probably in the first week or so. I don't know how long it takes to distribute through the mail service, but it should be pretty much early September. So that is Taurus. Let's quickly go have a look at Unity. Unity, of course, is on Ethereum. Every time I do that, Unity always does this to me, doesn't it? Boy, really, that is trouble. Unity. And Unity, not Unity. We're going to Taurus, aren't we? Taurus one. Sorry about that. Taurus. So Taurus is on Ethereum, but it uses Titanx and ETH. And at the moment, We've got the yields on day 50 days. Can you believe we're on day 50? Not fully 50, but almost 50 days done. And we've got 3,567%. So this is kind of a bit of a sneak peek at the future of Unity. But Unity's got far, a more upfront adoption. So we're going to see it's going to have a slightly different profile. And then we got the current daily sitting at 40%, and the stake there is at 3,232%. With the day with 36. So the interesting thing about this is that they're almost the same, aren't they? 3,500 and 3,200. So any flippening like this would be pretty interesting, right? Any flippening of the staking, that's kind of what we're expecting to see, and that helps regulate the system, which is kind of cool. The buy and burn at the moment, we've got 390,000 in the buy and burn. The buy and build, we've got 266,000. And the fractal there, we're sitting on $208,000 right now. So it's holding pretty good. The price is $2.11. So we will get an adjustment in this price, the $16.25. And that will probably be sooner than we see it on Taurus. So take note of that, But like I say, we've probably got another 15 to 20 days before we start seeing some real price pressure there, because there's basically nothing coming out, hardly anything coming out. So, yeah. So stats at the moment, we've got $200,000 in the reward pool, and day 50 is a bit of a sneak peek. We've got 96,154. So this will be the same thing as Unity when we get to day 50, 96,000. So there we go. The liquid amount is sitting at 7,500. So it gives you kind of an idea that we will be inflating. The volume is on as because of the rewards. We have more rewards out. So that would be the case on Unity. We've got the supply now at 41,875. Remember, it started off at 20,000, so we're still on the low end still, but it has doubled in terms of Taurus supply. The buy and burn, look at that. Wow, that's incredible. Look at that, 17,736. That is pretty impressive, actually. Even on low, we're still on the low base, but that's pretty impressive. Stake Taurus, 7,300, which was a nice early surprise there. And total shares 3.39 billion, and total Tightening expand 228. Now we're going to go to the June dashboard because that's going to give us a bit of an idea of what the profile is happening. The profile there for Taurus. So it's a look 9 hours old, so it's not got the latest data, but pretty close. Basically almost 1.3 million gone in here. A couple 100,000 more than Unity at the moment. Over 100 ETH. Almost 4 trillion Tightnix, so some cool milestones. There's about 13.5 million, almost just under 13.5 million Taurus expected in the future, if we include the day. Actually, it's 5 hours old, so it probably does have the latest there. So it's just under 13.4 million then. This is our profile that we're expecting. And we don't really see much really happening until day like 63. So we're about, probably about... a few days. We're actually only a few days away, aren't we? We're on day 50, so we've got 46,000 cumulatively. When's the next time we kind of double? Well, if we've got 46,000, then the next time we double is 46. Is 96, isn't it? So yeah, about day 59. So we're only probably about 9 days away for having double the amount. So yeah, we're starting to get into the increasing amounts. Like I say, we're going to have quite the readjustment until we probably get to day 89. And then maybe the market will take a different view of how things are going. And certainly we could have market makers coming in between day 89 and maybe day 114, trying to eat up a lot of the supply that's coming out here. That's my I feel like that's my what do you call it? My stick. When you have teachers at on the whiteboard, and they've got this thing. And here's the area. So that's kind of the idea there. But what we are seeing is the flattening out of the individual candles, because as people come in, more and more of it gets reallocated. Although we haven't seen a lot of reallocation lately because of the adoption rates fallen down. But what we do see at the end here too is we see a staking. Look at that. See the staking? That's something new, isn't it? That's something new we've seen in the last 4 days. Look at that. So the staking is starting to come in, right? Isn't that interesting? And because if you come in here and you go back to the earned here, got creating yield and the staking yield are pretty similar, but staking actually has optionality in it too, right? So that's pretty interesting. But So yeah, we've seen a change already in the behavior. So cryptographics must be laughing at this, not in a bad way, but just because this is how he's designed it, right? So it's kind of cool when you see things that you designed to see them play out in actual reality. So yeah, pretty cool. Wow, look at that. Now, Taurus creating and staking. We're going to jump through all that at the moment. Now, I want to go down. We've had over 2,000 creations, almost 200 stakes, and this number's going to blow up, right? This number will start blowing up now that we've got those yields closer. But let's have a look at the Taurus creations. They're definitely tapered off, haven't they? We have actually had a little increase in Taurus, or we've had Taurus staking. This creation there. So yeah, we have had with the yields coming closer to staking. We have had a bit of a drop off a little bit there. Although, creation's still like 27, 12, 11, those sorts of numbers. So definitely not what we were getting up to day 27. So yeah, we've definitely, the last 23 days definitely dropped off quite a bit, especially the last few days. But on the positive, which is exactly the way the protocol is supposed to operate, right, is the staking has started to increase, which is pretty interesting, and probably doing it a little earlier than I suspected. But that's kind of cool. But maybe it's proportional to where we are. So 7 there, 7. So pretty interesting. That's exactly what it's designed to do, which is pretty crazy, right? So yeah, it's like an adventure, and we've got the things heading in the right way. So not bad, not bad. How many liquid holders? Well, this is indicating that we've only got we've got one. I don't know whose wallet this is, the 7,000, but we've got a couple others there. So yeah, Taurus there looking good and doing what it's supposed to do. And of course, this flipping from creating to staking with regard to the price and the ratio to Titanix, that's designed to regulate the system and get people to take more supply off the market, right? To stake it, and so that helps to push the price up in value. But we're still early days, day 50, and another 10 days from now, we should arguably have twice as much supply. Of course, we've still got the burning going and staking, but yeah, it's going to be crazy. Imagine once we go from this number where we've got 40,000, and suddenly we're dealing with numbers like a million, 2 million, 10 million. So it's going to be very different, and it's going to happen very fast, very fast. So yeah, how's it all going to play out? Well, we're going to find out, but there's going to be a lot more staking. I think that's clearly what we're going to see there. A lot more staking coming in, which is exactly what the protocol is designed to do. Pretty crazy. Who else? We got Ben in the house there. Big shout out to Ben. What's Superman's number one favorite PulseChain non-RH project? That would be telling, Ben. That would be telling. You have to get in the strategy club for that, Ben. You have to get in the strategy club for that. Links in the video description. Only $35 a month to join up, and we've got a great team there. In fact, I've got the monthly report coming up for the strategy club in a couple of days, so you're perfect time for that. We got Q Baller in house there. Morning all. Good to see you, Q Baller. Big shout out to you as well. Welcome to the chat there. And we've got Mikey as well, Excavator in the house. Hey gang, good to see you, Excavator. Big shout out to you. So yeah, we're 43 minutes on the hour. That is what's happening with the Unity and Taurus. So it's like an adventure, isn't it, at the frontier of tokenomics. And so far, it's looking pretty fun. There. All right, so that is pretty much it on that. What were we going to do? I think we were going to, we might go to the X and have a look to see whether Richard Hart has, Richard Hart. Let's see if he's got anything out at the moment, just to make sure we're not losing the plot there. No, I don't see anything particularly from him right now. I did play this video yesterday, and the reason why I played that is because we've got marketing coming out, right? So that was pretty cool to see the video from Richard. Some people thought Richard was live, but no, he wasn't live, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, PulseChain is coming, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's game on, pretty much game on. We've had lots of updates from Richard. Hex.com getting updated, PulseChain.com getting updated. Really, things are on the move, right? Things are on the move with the Pulse conferences, the Hex conferences. It's not like we haven't had a lot of activity. We've got stock market coming in and pumping ETH, which is indirectly at least pumping PulseChain. And Richard Hart, this one here, this post, the PulseChain train is coming to town, passing all barriers, breaking all resistances. Post exactly which things you think people will be most excited to know, including PulseX and Hex. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty fun time, right? Pretty fun. We just got to bide our time. And unfortunately, we had some unexpected stuff with Betterbank. We're going to pull that up, actually, Betterbank. And they had an explanation, an update explanation. Now you can decide, what you believe and all that. That's not for me to decide. But we did have a 19 hour ago. We had myth versus fact. So myth there is Betterbank pulled a rug. Fact, if it was a rug, why would we pause contracts in under a few minutes, keep the treasury untouched for recovery, be working with auditors and devs on fixes? We didn't rug, we got hacked, and we're very sorry it happened. Now we focus on rebuilding better. So we've got some people don't believe it, and others. So we've got some examples from them about funds returned. The funds being returned was kind of the oddest thing. 550,000 PDI out of the 700. I don't know why. Why would they return PDI? It's very bizarre. They provide some examples, of course, that showed funds returned, but it's still very, very weird, right? Other people taking a different view. I'm in. Keep my mega stack and hold. We'll do this together. So yeah, there we are. Straight away, you got two opposite positions there about all the goings on. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's siphoned out $1 million, $2 million, something like that, 1 million at least, out of the PulseChain. So not good. Not good. That's definitely not good. So yeah, we'll see how we go. PDI has been a lot of trouble with the chain, and so yeah. That is where we are right now on the old PulseChain. Now, if you guys haven't followed, of course, don't forget to smash the follow on X up to 1,047 onwards to 2,000. I guess that's kind of where we're going now. But definitely, get out there and support the play there as well. What else we got going on? I think that's it, kind of it for the moment on the old PulseChain. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, pretty short show today from the looks of it. Pretty short show. So that is we're 47 minutes on the hour. I don't think I've done a show this short, but that's pretty much all we've got to talk about today. So yeah, we got Bitmine immersion, buying more Ethereum, ramping up to 5 mil. We've got marketing about to start in September. That's only a good thing. What else we got going? I think that's we got all the launches in September. We got Coinwell, we got SolidX, X Game, possibly Pulse Miner 369. We've obviously got some new announcements here from some of the farms which are rolling out new things, and Fatsemi did a nice job with that with Vox Finance and single side staking, which is pretty cool. We've got on-chain bet expected to launch from Jacob in September. And and then we've probably got some more stuff coming in October. We are expecting some utilities to be launching coming up soon. Fast Abdul's talked about a number of projects that he's working on still. And we're also expecting from Liberty Swap a whole ton of more liquidity forks and other things to be landing on PulseChain. So yeah, it could be pretty fun. Fat Sammy says nice run on ETH PLSB today. That's from Fat Sammy. I don't know if I have to over that chart up. Probably do. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at good old Pulse Bitcoin. See if I've got that set up here somewhere. Bitcoin. I've got Pulse Bitcoin there. Yeah, well, that's a really nice run, isn't it? A really nice run there on Pulse Bitcoin. Let's bring that chart in the view there for Fat Semi. Bam. Let's go. That is the chart right now on Pulse Bitcoin there. You had a nice little run up back here in late April. Ran up all the way up to 9 cents actually. Came back down to 2.4 cents and now had a nice little run here in the last day up at 3.7 cents. So yeah, nice little move back up there from the old Pulse Bitcoin on the move there. Nice. We got Frank White as well. Bang, bang, Pulse Gang. Big welcome to Frank White. No, the Frank White's here. We might as well look at PLS Start as well. We might as well go the full hog. Full hog there. PLS Start, isn't it? This one here. So if you guys haven't seen this is the PulseChain map there from Frank White. Bam, bam, PulseChain Gang. So if you want to, I'd probably save this to your favorites because that way, you got quick reference to all the links out there. Obviously, double check and all the good stuff, but that is sitting there in good faith. And the PulseChain ecosystem mapped out there from good old Frank White. who's in the chat there. So pretty cool. That is where we are right now on the markets. What else can we say? I think that's it. It's starting to rain here in good old New Zealand. Got the some work going on in the house, so hopefully it wasn't being too noisy. And yeah, we'll catch you again, I guess. 50 minutes on the hour. Seems like I've done this. I don't normally do the live streams are short, so it's a little bit short on it. But what we might do is let's go back to here, and we might play a little bit of this this video from Richard Hart. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
You know, you could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a giant green candle at any moment because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic energy because there's less of it for sale.
All right, peace out. Take care.